Onision took Chris Hansen to court for knocking on his door, and Repzion to court for making videos about him. Yes, this is real, and despite how silly it is, it had to go to court, but unsurprisingly, it got immediately dismissed. Josh Pescador tweets out, "Breaking. Onision was not granted an order of protection against Repzion and Chris Hansen. Greg asked for a dismissal because the wrong Chris Hansen was served. It was also dismissed against Repzion as well." So Onision accidentally served the wrong Chris Hansen. Not the one who knocked on his door, but another guy named Chris Hansen. You can't make this shit up. Josh Pescatore continues by saying, "Is Onision wearing a bra under his blouse?" Showing that there's an odd shape protruding from Onision's back in the picture of him at court. But no, despite Onision's affinity for talking dirty, he instead had a bulletproof vest underneath his suit, as if anyone was going to shoot him in a courtroom? Imagine being that paranoid. In a way, I don't blame him, but Jesus Christ. Repzion adds more insight into his court case by tweeting out, "He dismissed his own case against me. I guess he's going to sue me in civil court at some point, is my guess for attempted slander and damages. All I've ever done is address things you've done publicly, dude." Showing a screenshot from a court document Onision wrote that says, "After legal review, I've been advised to disregard prior instruction by on-scene police officer and instead take alternative, more effective legal action against both defendants. On-site officer was very helpful. However, the proposed course of action by my legal advisor is being followed over prior advice I was given." Holy shit, you do not know how many times I had to try and decipher that. The handwriting is absolutely abysmal, and you can definitely tell it wasn't forged because the level of intelligence within this sentence matches the stupidity, repetition, and caveman-like train of thought that the previous legal documents written by Onision do. Getting into more meme territory, we have this image of Onision that was taken in the elevator of the courthouse, and holy shit, this is hilarious. Andy Warski reacted to it by saying, "Ha ha ha ha. Onision locked and loaded for court." Edwin says, "This is how Onision showed up to court against Chris Hansen and Repzion, only to ask the judge to dismiss his own case. Also, I'm 90% sure the homie is wearing the bulletproof vest he wore when I saw him at the second VidCon. Lol." Brandon replies by saying, "Bulletproof vests have a life expectancy of 4 to 5 years. They degrade and break down after that." Which means if this is the same vest that was worn by Onision at the second VidCon, this vest is about 9 years old. Onision may be stupid enough to be wearing an expired, out-of-date, bulletproof vest. I wouldn't put it past him. Repzilla responds to this by saying, "Onision walked in a courthouse wearing a beanie. Apparently he was wearing a bulletproof vest. Very awkward. He decided to be his own lawyer, proceeding to dismiss not only his own case against Repzion, but also against Chris Hansen. He said he was pursuing legal action elsewhere. Big congrats to Repzion for the case being dismissed. Also, Onision is a little man, lol." Blair White says, "Onision in court today looks like a lawn gnome serial killer." I'm Alex says, "Why has Onision put on his 2006 Adidas Predators for his court hearing?" Internet Unwind says, "Ha ha ha ha, what a waste of the government's time. Serving the wrong Chris Hansen on behalf of Onision of all people? Supposedly wearing a bulletproof vest under his suit? For what? Convincing people he's afraid of people making videos about him?" Dr. Shivago posted this meme about Onision where it shows him in the elevator with a bunch of faded out pictures of his extremely sexual tweets. Turkey Tom says, "I don't know why everyone is shitting on his fit. I think that Onision rolled up to court like a king. Shoe game on point as far as I can tell." Too Mad responds to him by saying, "Joker type beat." Clusterfuck Toast posts this image of Onision in the elevator being compared to the businessman from The Incredibles. Jay Aubrey says, "Everyone on Twitter coming together to collectively dunk on Onision's court fit is probably the highlight of my entire week." Moist Critical says, "Onision in court looking like a middle schooler in debate club, about to argue the ethics of chewing gum in class. While you were out partying, I was gaining Reddit karma. While you were studying for school, I was studying martial arts. You are beneath me. Mom said I had to dress nice today. She can't control me. No one can." Nopify responds to Critical by saying, "This elevator that I'm standing in, visual representation of my mind, always trapped but constantly elevating to new heights." Nerd City says, when you just farted in the elevator, and the doors open on the very next floor. Queen Magdarl says, "You guys are killing me," showing a picture of Onision in the elevator with another smaller Onision in the elevator, and then Onision at his court hearing, except cropped out to show him pissing into a urinal. I absolutely love this. Onion Chopper shows Onision picking up an Uno card that says, "Date women your own age," or "Draw 25 cards," and then him drawing 25 cards. Felix shows Elevator Onision as an Undertale boss. Sleep Paralysis Demon says, "Who wore it better, Onision or this hunchback?" Lewis Spears says, "If a dude walked in my courtroom wearing this, they're getting life." Keemstar says, "Tuxedo Junction has fell off hard." Ali says, "I had to. You're welcome. Hashtag deplatform predators. Hashtag Onision."
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No. Look at the top of his head.
Repzion continues to talk about the court hearing by saying, "I'm just absolutely floored by how many fans showed up. Seriously, thank you for all the support. Video is editing right now, and I'm going to release my GoFundMe combined with the receipts of how much I paid for something this fucking stupid." And luckily, by the time this video is uploaded, he is already well over the goal of his GoFundMe, the original goal being $2.5k, which is how much he had to pay for his attorney for this stupid ass hearing. And he has uploaded his video talking about the situation, so if you'd like to see that, I will leave a link in the description below. Nova responds to him by saying, "Can you sue him for wasting your time?" Repzion then responds, "Look dude, I don't want to deal with stuff like this because it's a waste of time. There's so much more important legal issues that need to be dealt with. Despite the over 10 DMCAs he filed on me, I'm not going to sue because I don't have the money for it, nor do I care enough." Josh Pescator then tweets out, "Update, Wes Marks just DM'd me with a description of Onision's hearing. He said there was about 60 to 75 people there. Chris Hansen's attorney, and Repzion. Wes will be home in a few hours and will send all the video." He then links to this tweet by Wes who says, "Packed courthouse. Standing room only, and the tension was palpable. After failing to get an interview with Onision, I did manage to interview a few key people in this picture. More to come." Steven Asarsh says, "Onision showed up to court, wouldn't talk to anybody, and then dismissed both cases against Chris and Repzion. I'm not sure what I expected, but this seems about right." Each case lasted around 30 seconds. It was over and people were still trying to get into the crowded courtroom. 30-second cases. Repzion had a face of pure disbelief. Wes quote tweets this and says, "The lawyer for Chris Hansen tried to get the case dismissed with prejudice, but the judge refused. I do not believe this is the end for Chris Hansen when it comes to Onision. He already claims to have another avenue he is taking to fight what he's calling harassment." Luckily, we were able to get some more information on the court case from Wes via a video on Josh Pescator's YouTube channel. Here's some audio from the court case.
Right, so when the police officer gave me advice, he suggested I take the avenue of petitioning for anti-harassment order. I followed his advice, and when I consulted legal feedback, the attorney...
I'm going to caution you, the proceedings are being recorded.
That's completely fine.
Okay.
Once I consulted an attorney, they indicated that there are different options that would be more effective. And so I decided that it would be best if I withdrew from this and move forward with other actions.
Okay, so I'm interpreting to the service issue. I don't find that there is service on the proper Chris Hansen. And I'm interpreting your statement here that you are asking for a dismissal.
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll go ahead and check. Okay, let me back up because there is an affidavit in here, Mr. Jackson, that indicates that you wanted to go ahead and dismiss this also. Is that?
That's correct, Your Honor. Again, with the legal counsel that I sought out, he advised me that there was a more appropriate legal course to take than what the officer had recommended in association with Chris Hansen.
Let me go ahead and dismiss it.
Now there is more to this video, a Repzion interview in particular, but I'm not here to steal all of Josh's content, so if you want to go check that out, be sure to check out the link in the description below or the card up above to go check out that. Moving on, we also have this TikTok of all things that shows a little bit more footage of the Onision court case. This is what Chris Hansen himself had to say about all of this.
The harassment and request for a personal protection order filed by Onision, aka James Jackson, aka Gregory Jackson, has been dismissed, not surprisingly. I'll keep you posted. I gotta run off and do a few other things right now, but just thought you'd want to know if you haven't heard already. Alright, chat soon.
We also have an IRL streamer called Billy the Fridge who was actually able to confront Onision outside his house, and this time, instead of calling the cops, he actually had a 40-minute conversation on live stream with Billy the Fridge, and I'll be showing some of that, as well as the reactions to it in my next video, so be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss that. If you want to check out the full interview Billy the Fridge did with Onision right now, I actually have it uploaded onto my second channel, so you can check that out in the end card when the outro plays. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel, and with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.